Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? I forgot to turn on the ring light. That was very smooth of me. I'm so very, very clever. Bosh, flashbanged. Oh, that was a fun hiccup. How are we all doing? There are a grand total of 6 days to go in the transfer window for Leeds United. Hello, everyone. I know I saw Dennis Mann scored and it made me really sad because I was like, oh, he could be here instead. Good morning, Mitchell, and hello, Matt. Yeah. We're going to have a little bit of a discussion, a little bit of a natter, a little bit of a chat on what's likely to come in the next 6 days of the window, which could be a little bit wild. I'm also adding things to my nose as I speak, so if I take a moment of not speaky, that's because I'm notey, and notey is sort of important. Hello, SpongeBob Dave and Jackson Blackburn. Mitchell, don't know if George is here, but it was really interesting watching City battle them 3 goals in 5 minutes. Yikes. It's almost like we told George that this would happen. And then George was like, no, that won't happen. We're just too good. I don't think so. I think you've got several League One players in that squad, Ipswich, and that would probably explain why things are not working out for you. But yes. On this one, the links to Elias Chair. This is one of the people that I had on the list of things that we were going to discuss. Because I think the Elias Chair chat is kind of interesting and needs to be talked about. So, I'm going to do a quick search on the words Elias Chair legal case. Because if you search a footballer's name and the words legal case, usually nothing will show up. And I know a lot of people are excited about Elias Chair. However, I'm going to keep on doing a little bit of reading. If I can find the right section. Right, okay. So, on the Elias Chair case, the legal case, the reason that I don't want to sign Elias Chair, I'm going to talk you through the entire thing. These are the basic facts of the case, which Chair and the public prosecutor agree on. While Chair, then 22, was on his holidays between seasons at QPR, he was part of a small group on a kayaking trip in the Ardennes forest. The excursion finished in the French village of Bazet, right on the border between the two countries. Afterwards, they were meant to be catching a bus back to their start point in Belgium. The alleged victim, identified only as Niels T., was waiting for the same bus with his sister and another friend. When it pulled up, a member of Chair's party, named as Nora H., pushed in front of Niels T.'s group, claiming that because they just missed an earlier departure, it should be at the front of the line this time. An argument ensued and quickly escalated. According to Belgium's public prosecutor, there was hitting, scratching, and biting. At the end of it, Niels T. laid on the ground with a serious skull fracture measuring 2 centimetres. He was immediately taken to hospital in critical condition and claims he's still living with the consequences of the incident, having been forced to give up his job as a truck driver. The Belgian public prosecutor claims that Chair inflicted the blow, hitting Niels T. over the head with a stone. Chair denies that he's the one that lashed out. But with the investigations going on and on and on and on, and Chair not attending questioning at any point, despite, being a footballer and a flight from London to Belgium being very quick and very easy, his argument being his activities as a professional footballer would make it impossible to be interrogated, makes me feel like under any form of interrogation, Chair wouldn't really hold up. I'm not 100% certain that that's the kind of person that I want Leeds to be signing. And if we do sign him, I'll be very angry. I don't do angry very often. Jesus Christ. A little bit further down. Chair's lawyer argued there was not enough evidence to identify him as the attacker, so, have a conversation with the prosecutor and discuss that. He also said that the victims group sought the confrontation and that the victims, with their claim, were aware of Chair's wealth as a footballer. This was denied by Niels T.'s lawyer. some cases, you can probably argue that it's fraud to try and get some money out of someone. So, say, jumping in front of a Rolls Royce and then, oh no, I got a bit of whiplash. That one, you can probably say there's a little bit of fraud behind. I'm not quite sure that having a big old fracture in your skull that has led to a disability and unemployment are things that you are quite as good at faking. I'll be completely honest with you. On the 22nd of February, the court handed down a verdict. He was found guilty and sentenced to 2 years in prison, half it suspended, ordered to pay the victim €15,000 in compensation. The player's brother, Jabber, was also sentenced to 6 months in prison for his role in the fracas. Despite the sentence, who was in Belgium for the closing proceedings, Chair was allowed to return to England later that day, training with QPR on the Friday before being named in the squad to play against Rotherham the following afternoon. He got an assist for the winner in that match. For many, his presence on the pitch brought confusion. Why was he allowed to play after being found guilty and sentenced to prison? But Belgian law is a bit weird. People convicted of crime have a right to appeal through the country's justice system, escalating it to a higher court. If that's done promptly, straight after the initial sentence, in the majority of cases, the alleged perpetrator is free to continue their ordinary lives until the legal process is exhausted. Basically, he's able to do what City are doing with FFP at the moment with it and just hold it up in the courts for a very, 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 very long time. Sources close to Chair, speaking on condition of anonymity to protect relationships, say he's confident of success at the higher court. Not too sure where I sit on that one, considering he's not even willing to engage with basic questioning, never mind actual stuff at a higher court. He's changed lawyers since the initial trial, with the verdict seen as a worst-case scenario, though if the appeal fails, they expect the most likely situation is to serve 3 or 4 months. They also acknowledge the player and his legal team could have dealt with matters better in the initial proceedings, etc., etc., etc. He's not spoken publicly about the situation since the details first emerged. And QPR stance on it is the legal proceeding is yet to reach its conclusion. As such, the club will be making no further comment at this stage. So, QPR, in my opinion, are in a position where they needed to say that. QPR sort of have to say, yeah, the legal proceedings aren't done, so he's going to keep training with the club because we don't know that he's guilty, do we? By comparison, if you're a third-party football club such as Leeds United right now, for example, and you're looking at number 10s that you want to sign across a range of leagues, and you find a number 10 that is, I mean, he's probably not better than Brendan Aronson, let's be completely honest here. He doesn't improve the side. Big old crimey boy. It's just stupid. I don't understand. I don't understand why people would want us to sign Elias Chair, given the whole caving someone's skull in thing, and the fact that, like, even from like a purely mechanical perspective, there's a non-zero chance that we sign him, and then he's in prison for 4 months. No, let's not spend a significant amount of money on someone that doesn't improve the side anyway, and might not be here for an extended period because he's caved in someone's skull. That would be silly. And on this one, if we go up, who cares? Honestly, I care. Because there's better footballers that we can sign for roughly the same amount of money that haven't nearly... Ow, I've got something in my eye. Ow. That haven't nearly killed a person. And I feel like there's probably a better balance to be struck there. Of course, allegedly. No, I don't have to say allegedly, because it's been basically like... Because the Belgian court system has had its opinion, and the opinion currently stands. So if he somehow manages to fluke something through a high court, despite the fact that he keeps not showing up to legal appointments, which is absolutely unsus and screams of innocence. God. I don't want to go up with someone who throws stones at people. I don't think he threw stones at people. No, I think he did. He was significantly more active. I think he did more of a bonk rather than a. Phew. So I just, yeah, don't like. Do not. Let's not. Let's not sign him, shall we? I like doing prediction polls sometimes. Is it bad taste to do a prediction poll on whether or not Elias Chair will end up in prison before the end of the season? I think I'll leave it. I think I'll do. I won't do that one. I think. Who and how many players do you think we sign? I don't know names, to be honest with you. I don't really want Ljubicic either. I think we get a centre mid. I think we get a centre back, not a centre back, centre mid, left back, and a number 10. Looks like what it's going to be, but it's saying ads will run shortly, so I'm going to press the add button. But as always, if you click the ad and then go back, then it'll be completely fine for you anyway, and it'll go away instantly. And as always, let me know what ad pops up because I'm always really curious. Going to do it in 3, 2, 1. Bosh. Cool. Yeah, someone who doesn't do crimes would be nice. Would you sign Mbappe if you did the same thing? No, because I have a bit of a moral code in the same way that if I was a Scum fan and we had Mason Greenwood, I'd never want him to play again for the team that I support because I would like to actually support that team rather than be sort of in my head like, yeah, we won, but at the same time, there's prison in a month. You know, like, no, because I've got a fairly strong moral structure and I place human life above Leeds United maybe winning another match. Is where I'd probably put it. Oh god, is this about the Elias Chair poll? Fine. I've put an allegedly on there, so everything's okay. Can Parag work for some Red Bull loans would be appreciated. I mean, maybe. I don't know if we'd be using said Red Bull system yet, to be honest with you. I wouldn't sign him, but a lot of our fans still love Woodgate and Bowie. I mean, yeah. But, I was basically a very small child at that point, so. I saw Marseille's front three all have criminal charges at the sum. How? Might be able to get him a release clause out of prison. Yeah, yeah, that's the point. Don't get him a lawyer. Get him Victor Orta, and Victor Orta will sort a release clause out. That'd be fantastic. I think he gets away with it for a while longer, at least. I will be honest, I don't know what the timeline is like with the Belgian High Court. It'd be very weird if I did know what the timeline was like with the Belgian High Court. Me, when I'm voting in a local election and the candidates are Reform UK and the Tories. Right, I'm gonna end the poll there. It seems like it's going one way rather than the other, doesn't it? But we have quite a lot of other bits to cover because there was a little bit of a rumor earlier on about Max Wober. So Max Wober, as we know, technically considered a footballer. You got an Arnold Lumber Company ad. Why are you searching for lumber so much? Those are targeted ads. This means that you actively look for lumber a lot of the time. Yeah, the Max Wober chat. basically saw a little bit of conversation earlier from a source in Germany saying that Gladbach are interested in a loan again. There's not been any official bid put in or anything along those lines. But the thing is, I'm in America, I do not look for lumber. I mean, Americans can look for lumber. I'm not good. It's your gosh darn right to look for lumber. Lumber and guns, they both grow on trees over there. And the sort of conditions of this deal looked like it was going to be not for a lot. Because the word that I was hearing was it's looking like a loan deal, which is probably not ideal, because that means that no fee for him again. But I'm wondering if there's a permanent deal to be done there. Because let's be honest, could do with a permanent deal. Any truth that Coops is going to Hull? It looks like Coops is almost certainly going to Hull, yeah. Which I don't hate too much. It's fine enough, as long as he doesn't, like, play against us and accidentally score a winner at the weekend, which would be a problem. Then we're okay. Good evening, Oliver. How's it going? That is a really nice icon. It's really simple, but I really like that icon. It's a good bit of design, that. Let him go, he's not worth disturbing the squad. I think I'm in the same boat. But there is also this. We probably have to sell him for at least 6 million to break even on FFP. And we could do with continuing to break even on FFP, because whilst signing players is important, and we have a little bit more wiggle room when it comes to PSR, FFP, whatever you want to call it right now, you don't want to be taking losses where you don't need to, which is an issue. It's a big issue. Ooh, hello. Baby Zebra Games has been a member for 7 months. Holy, that means that I've been monetized for 7 months, because if I remember right, you basically became a member on the day that the channel got monetized. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. On that note, I'm going to do a little bit of advertising. It costs a grand total of 99p a month for a channel membership. And if you watch my videos anyway, then you can get a bunch of videos early, because I record them the day before and then I publish them afterwards. So be appreciated. Thank you very much. Is there a personal limit on number of loans for a player? I may have misheard somewhere. I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, we had Jack Harrison for 3 seasons. I don't see Wober going for 2 seasons being a problem. Clubs in Germany know that, so they won't match any fee. We won't. Honestly, I'd loan him out. If they cover wages, get him gone. Yeah. I don't know. You don't want to take any silly financial losses is my issue. Which is a little bit of a shame. Is there any truth to the rumour that Barca's still over Rafinha and he might be heading back to Leeds? That is... no. Absolute what? Why would... no. I mean, I don't know the situation on them owing us money, but why would we... you don't get to repossess a person. That's not how that works. Fairly sure that that one's not happening. He's in the Easy Hotel in Leeds United. I heard that he's been whacked in a travel lodge in the middle of town. He's doing all his medical in there rather than anywhere else. And like the swimming pool in the basement, I guess. I don't know. I've not been to a travel lodge in Leeds. Barca. Yeah, I think the thing I heard on Barca was that the only reason they haven't gone officially bankrupt is the fact that banks aren't calling in their debt, because it's really bad PR to call in your debts against Barcelona Football Club if you are a Spanish bank. That's it, as far as I'm aware. That's the reasoning. They probably did pay up in full as well. We probably played it incredibly safe. He's got ability but looked disconnected during the Borough game. Yeah, I think because there's uncertainty around his direction at the moment, that's very much unhelpful, in my opinion. Barca have huge revenue, that's why they'll be okay. Yeah, they also have huge losses, you know. Let's have a look at Barca's accounts. Imagine if we could get Rafinha back. Imagine what he would do in the Championship. Right, let's have a look at the annual report. The 23-24 one isn't out yet, so I've only got the 22-23 one. Pigeon indeed, Marcus Pell. But whilst we're doing that, yeah, in response to an earlier question, positions that we need a left back. We need to sort of do a bit of cover. Definitely need a centre mid. Definitely need a 10. Probably need a centre back if Wober goes. But then again, wait. Trying to do the maths on how many centre backs we've got. Rodon stroke, Ampadu can play there. And then it's DeBio. Never mind. I would like a replacement centre back if he goes. I'm going to guess it's covered under economic area. Jesus, it's on page 228. And it goes until 342. Corporate tax. Just show me the spreadsheet. You seem like a really boring company. Just show me your profit loss. What the fuck? Okay. So I had a look at that. And this is fun. This is really good. This is genuinely helpful stuff. Thank you to Barcelona's accountancy team, I guess. A little bit of a screen share. There we go. So here we have all of the debts that Barcelona own on various players. So, for example, at the end of the 22-23 season, which is what this data is collected on, they owed £10 million on Serginho Dest. They owed about 15 on Philip Coutinho, 9.5 on Norberto. I don't know who you are. 7.5 on Arthur Melo. Trinchero, 5 million. Emerson Royal, 3 million. They still owe Real Betis money for that. Etc. 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 12.6 for Ferran Torres is wild, by the way. This is in thousands of euros, by the way. So their total debts with sporting entities currently, as in stuff that they owe now, is 108 million. Or was at the end of the 22-23 season. Now, they also owe 84 million that people just haven't called in yet or are waiting to be owed. Holy shit. It's not 12.5 on Ferran Torres. It's about 53. Jesus. So, you might think that this is quite bad, right? You might think that this is not a good bunch of numbers for Barca, especially on this page. There's another page. There's another page. Sorry, is that a different debt for Ferran Torres, or is that the same debt for Ferran Torres? Oh no, never mind. Okay, so this is the end of last season. This is 2023. This is like 12-month-old data. I was looking at 2022, so they now only owe 39 million on Ferran Torres, 16 on Frankie De Jong. So it's better, I guess. Um, 36 million on Jules Koundé. They still owe Betis 1.2 million on Junior Firpo. What the fuck? Who's running this football club? Somehow Mets owe them money for Pjanic. 4 million for Norberto is still there. And then we get to this chunk. Then we get to the various directions in which they owe money for Rafinha. Holy shit, that Lewandowski bit. Ooh, thank you for being a member, Christine. I'm much appreciated. I don't know what note 14.1 says. I'm going to have to find that. But... ooh, hello. We've got a star next to us. These clubs have factored their right to collect with a finance company. So in terms of this, in terms of calling the debt to bankrupt the team, we're sort of doing it. Which is fun. I really like that. Is that what the video should be? Will Leeds United kill Barcelona? Because a grand total of 62 million euros, 62.5 million euros for Rafinha. And we've called in that debt, which we know is at least this much. This might be stuff they've already paid or something like that, but I'm going to have to find it. Right, how do we find note 14.1? I'm going to full screen it. Do we need to wait till this year's accounts are published to see how much they owe still? Probably. Which is sad. Because I'd like that certainty now, but I don't think we're getting it. Right, so where's note 14.1? Jesus, hello. Oh, hello. 14.4, which means we need to go up. 14.3. Here we go. 14.2. Oh my god, this is the most technical set of words I've ever seen. Where's Hannah Bone gone? She does accountancy things. That's what we're trying to work out. Do we need to work to probably it is a lot of money. Can you control enough for note 14? Maybe. The breakdown by maturity of items that are part of the heading non-current debt is as follows. Debts with finance companies. Oh. Oh my god. The amount of debt that Barcelona owe is 1.85 billion euros. And non-current just means stuff that they owe, like, not yet. That's what non-current means. It's just anything that's still to be paid off. So we are still owed quite a lot of money by Barca. Only a bit then in installments. I mean, kinda, because 1.3 billion of it is in bonds and other marketable securities. They're only paying off. I say only. They're paying off 28 million a season on that. Right. Nah. Sorry. In 2031, they need to pay off 267 million euros. What? Debts with finance companies. I don't care about debts with finance companies. No, wait. Do I? Yes. Maybe. I need to find out when this document was released. I cannot believe this. I can't believe that they still owe us 38.3 million euros. I mean, there's putting installments on the credit card, and then there's the GDP of a country. It's wild. The population of the UK could give them £30 each, and they might still be in debt. What the adult population? Taxes. What's their tax bill? Okay, so they paid 3.7 million euros, but they currently have a deferred tax bill of 115.5 million. That's horrific. Right, multi-year contracts. Oh, that's income. That's boring. They do not carry out significant recurring transactions in foreign currency. They pay in euros. Huh. Oh my god. 204 million euros in TV rights. Thank you for becoming a member, Wayne. I appreciate that. Thank you. 178 million in sponsorships and 55 in marketing. Stupid money. Stupid money. Right, okay. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom and see if I can find the date that this thing was published. October. How have they got so many sponsors? How are Coca-Cola this low on the... I'm ignoring this one. Okay. How did they afford Danny Olmo? They didn't, basically. Right, so we need to wait until October to find out if they still owe us money, I think, is the rule. Interestingly, yes, it does. And it's a little bit harsher in Spain. You literally cannot register players if your spending is like past a certain point. The thing is, the way that Barcelona are doing things is they are like selling off assets like TV studios and stuff at this point. What I'm saying is I need to start working harder in order to make us more money, in order to pay us the Rafinha money. That'd be nice. Don't know if it's going to happen, but it'd be nice. The Bowley method, absolutely. I think Barca were doing it first, though, so I want to give them a little bit of credit for being innovators in that particular field. Yeah, eh? Bizarre. And we are probably still owed quite a bit of cash on Rafinha. This is where I'm going to get a DM from someone. They're going to be like, Actually, we're not owed anything on Rafinha. And that would be heartbreaking. That would make me sad. But I think I've read it right. Fairly sure I've read it right. I hope I've read it right. You know that list of sponsors that I showed you a minute ago that was just logos? Give me a second. Joseph, Smile Meal China. No, I refuse. Yeah, that list of sponsors, it got longer. Oh yeah, there's William Hill. And some nice people at work. I didn't think this would be the direction that this stream was going, but I think it's just become a case of getting a headache at looking at the stupid numbers behind this stupid company. I'm all good, Lee. Thank you very much. I suppose you didn't read it right and you're going to get taken away for slander. I think slander has to be deliberate, doesn't it? Let's have a look at Leeds United's annual report, shall we? Can you send me that, please? What can I send you? What? I don't know what you mean. If it's factored, then Leeds will have got the money but at a discount as they sold the debt to the factoring company to collect from Barcelona. Also fair, but still, like, that's still a good amount of money in it. Right, where? Oh, where is the last annual report? Is it a confirmation statement? No. How? Where? Accounts. There we go. Group of companies accounts. The document I had up, I may have removed it at this point. I will try and find it though. There we go. Pigeon. Thank you very much for the pigeon, Marcus. The lost pigeon. All right, let's have a look. Strategic report, director's report, consolidated statement of finish. I hope I don't speak legal. That's emissions and stuff like that. Director's report. Director's report. Independent auditor's report. And again. And again. Numbers. Income. Never mind. So we made a loss in the financial year of £33.7 million, which isn't good, to be completely honest with you. Oh, hello. 204.6 million in intangible assets. I don't know what that means. 22.4 intangible assets. I think that's physical stuff. So like stadium. Current assets, stocks. We've got stocks? What? folks, the numbers ain't numbering. You want the debtors section in the notes. Oh. Where the debtors at? I've got a headache. Turnover, cool. Operating profit, cool. Staff costs, presumably quite big. Director's remuneration. Interests. Fucking sure. Yeah, why not? Where's the debtors? Where's the damn debtors? Investments cost £4. Nice. Can't pay, we'll take Rafinha away. Is that the new Channel 4 show? Right, okay, cool. Trade debtors. Don't know what that means. Amounts owed by group undertakings. Prepayments and accrued income. I don't know what this is. Can someone that speaks numbers help? Can we not have a specific breakdown of the debtors, please? I really liked the way that Barcelona was like, yeah, we owe this much on this guy. That was really helpful. We don't have that now. No, it's just not there. Maybe. Because this one. So, okay, I will send you the link. I really like the Pigeon Detectives comment, by the way. That was great. I really like the bit that is ASA Group Holding Pte Limited, company registered in Singapore as the ultimate parent company. Andrea, you tax having little bitch. Red Rosania is the ultimate controlling party. Blah 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 blah. And then the move to 49ers Enterprises will hopefully mean that the next accounts have a bit more detail, which is good. Money owed to us on transfer fees, it was only £1 million. So why does the Barcelona number say it's 36 million euros? Unless they're amortizing their incomings incredibly hard. Is a sort of desperate attempt to sort of register players. Because of the factoring. Surely not to that extent. I know we're bad at negotiating, but there's no way that we got a 36th of the money that we were owed. That feels like that would be a little bit pointless at that stage. That feels like it hits the point of like big diminishing returns. There are no returns. They have diminished quite some time ago. That link didn't work. Then I do not know how to help because that was the only link that I had. My apologies. We sold the debt to another company. Yeah, but not for that little, surely. I get the concept, but surely we weren't that stupid within the concept. I know we're stupid, but we're not that stupid. Well, I say that. Probably are. But I think what I'm going to do now is, after what was a fun little ramble, diving headfirst into whatever the hell all that was, we're going to bring the stream closer to a close with a cheeky little bit of Questions Corner. So, If anyone has any questions of any form, let me know. Ping them in the chat. We'll get answering a few of them, and then we'll finish up the stream for a little bit. I say for a little bit. I also need to record a video to go out tomorrow morning. But it's fine. First of the questions in questions corner. Joe, have you seen the chair links? I have, and we've discussed them. And I would very much like us to not sign Elias Chair, please. Thank you very much. Because Elias Chair has a fun history, and I would like him to not to come to Leeds. I think we can do a little bit better than that, to be completely honest, both on a moral level and a footballing level. Any preferences on centre back? I like the suggestion. I can't remember who said it, of Chalobah earlier on that was in the chat. I don't think we dived into it because I think we're doing Barcelona stuff at that point. But I think Chalobah would be a genuinely not too bad signing that would be able to do a decent enough job. Can Wazim Boy defend better than Max Wober? I'm fairly sure that I can defend better than Max Wober, which is an interesting situation to be in when he is literally a professional footballer. Are we linked with any centre-backs? I've not seen any, but I feel like we would be linked with more centre-backs the moment more Wober conversations start happening. Who would win in a fight between a tiger and a shark? It depends on the battleground, I guess. If you're on land, tiger. If you're in water, shark. If you're in a swamp, it's a good question. If you're in a swamp, I think a crocodile shows up and just kills both of them. That's what I'm going to go with. And I think we'll do one more question. Whichever one pops up next before closing out the stream. And then I believe we'll be sorted for the evening and looking forward to tomorrow. Because I think we're probably going to get Solomon announced tomorrow. I think it's a good time to announce him. I don't think Saturday would have made any sense, considering the whole... I don't know what I was about to say then. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to announce big football news on the day that there is, like, other football happening, because you don't really, like, break through in that case. Phillips from Spurs, I don't know enough about him. I'll be completely honest with you. Who are we signing after Solomon and when? I don't know. I'm not 100% certain. I'd love to say that I knew, but you know me, if I don't know a thing, I will admit that I don't know the thing. And it's fine in it. I'm hoping for a 10. A 10 would be good, a left back would be good, and then we'll work from there. Especially since I think Aronson could probably be a reasonable 8. Like, very box-to-boxy. He wouldn't be the most solid, but he'd add a lot going forwards. Be really, really good. Ljubicic, 2 goals tonight. Does also do hate crimes. It falls under this one. Hopefully not someone who's done something illegal. Would be ideal, I think. So I am going to land roughly in the territory of maybe not Ljubicic. You thought the net was a bakery. I think you mean Whittaker, but also, yes. We can't always know everything, pal. I'm not saying... Yeah, no. I agree. Yeah, Whittaker. He'd be a good signing. It'd take a little bit of time to get that deal done. But yeah, should be all good. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, pop a like on it. Forshaw was sent off for Plymouth. Was he? Hold on. Sorry, I need to see this now. I wonder if I would be able to... That's loud. To screen share that. Will pigeons get along well with Lubitsch when going to bakeries and pigeons eating bread? Maybe. You can't be sure either way. Okay, that looks like a man appealing for something. For sure. Gets booked. Okay. Pretty fair. Pulls someone back. We've only really got that so far. I'm going to keep skipping through this. I'm not doubting that he was sent off, but I want to see it, you know? Forshaw got 2 yellows and Izaka got a straight red. I know, but Forshaw seems so meek. First one I'm going to say was probably a yellow card. It's just I've not seen the second yet. Whittaker cuts inside, plays the ball over to there. Has a go. Right, this might get me copyright stricken. So I'm going to show you quickly and hope that it doesn't go wrong. This is quite the finish. If we just that's just unnecessary. You don't need to do that, Morgan Whittaker. Also, Adam Forshaw is still on the pitch, so I'm waiting for him to get sent off now. Oh, yeah, okay. So, Adam Forshaw, already on a yellow card. Let's look up here, shall we? Probably a second bookable offence, I'd say. Got in quite hard. Definitely off. Yep. But as I was trying to earlier before, I was surprised by the fact that Adam Forshaw got sent off. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, pop a like on it. That's always really appreciated. Subscribe if you're not yet. You could even be a channel member. It's 99p for a month, and I record videos at night and release them in the morning. We'll say it's about an 8-hour difference. Say 28 videos in a month. Try and do some maths. 64. There we go. You get 224 videos worth of early releases, which 224 hours worth of early releases, which, you know, I think is really good per penny. It's like 0.5p per hour. I hope not, because I don't know him. If he is, that's wonderful. But I'd hope that I know my own relatives, and I'm gonna guess it'll be Sunday or Monday. I think probably Monday, but if it's earlier, that'd be fantastic. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, become a channel member, all that fun stuff, and I will see you later. Up the pigeons. Toodaloo.